What's good everyone, yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about tactics that labels use to try quote-unquote plant artists into the industry. And by that phrase, I mean essentially faking an organic buzz, fanbase, or popularity for a certain artist using various marketing ploys to reach demographics, generate discussion about them with the eventual goal of landing them actual fans. And I'll be discussing other tactics used by labels to create buzz for artists that aren't necessarily new artists, but is meant to give them publicity. And the first one is creating virality via social media memes or controversies that have different end goals depending on the label and artist situation. One example of this was Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine. Do you guys remember these memes? Almost out of nowhere, these popped up on huge networks like World Star Hip Hop and helped to brand both artists. Part of both their success was their image and branding. Both had extremely identifiable looks with meme potential, and these memes helped to get audiences familiar with them and generate social media buzz and attention about them. Another example, which is completely different in nature but still falls under the same umbrella, could be someone like a Kid Buu with the whole story about him being a clone on his interview with DJ Vlad. The absurdity of this led to all kinds of discussions, exposure videos, and snowballed into other content about Kid Buu by all kinds of media personalities that literally made millions of people familiar with who he was. Just look at these views. Even Kid Buu admitted it was all marketing in an interview he did here.
Everything is strategically planned and placed for a particular reason, and that's to always market Kid Buu, the brand, and the music.
Disingenuous tactics like these are done all the time by artists, and if it gets people talking, they've won. And just a reminder guys, if you haven't, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you aren't, turn on those notifications so you don't miss a video, make sure to follow me on all social medias for more. Also guys, I recently reached 30k subs, a big thank you to everyone out there who watches my videos, and I'm giving away a piece of Playboy Cardi merch to celebrate. All you got to do is head over to my Instagram, follow me if you aren't, and tag one person in the comments of that photo. I'm going to announce the winner in the next month or so and get it shipped out to them. Thanks everyone once again, and the link to the Instagram post is in the description. But getting back to it. And another tactic labels do is never make any clear association with an artist, at least to the public, in order to portray the artist as independent. Their buzz is organic, and everything they're doing from their music to image to marketing has been influenced by no one but themselves, when really a label is behind them and supporting them. And to be honest, the lines are pretty blurred nowadays between independent and signed more than ever before. Someone like Macklemore kept his independent image to the public whilst he was employing the likes of the Alternative Distribution Alliance, which is an extension of the Warner Brothers Music Group, to help play his stuff on the radio. Then other people like Logic were signed for well over a year before they officially announced it to the public. Even take Lil Uzi for example. Uzi was running around with Drama and Canon since 2014, and his videos leading up to Love Is Rage 1, like Super Saiyan and Safe House, were done by a generation now as well, and according to Complex, actually signed to them in 2015 as well, but they would only announce him as officially a part of their roster in December of 2015, when it was pretty obvious that he was signed much earlier than that. And it's not like I'm saying all these examples are so bad or we should condemn them for doing this, because that's up for you to decide. But don't get the intention the labels have for this twisted. Labels do this for a reason, and that's to deceive fans of an artist, because signing to a label has certain connotations and certain stigmas of selling out or going mainstream or changing your music attached to it, so they would rather prolong it or keep it under wraps to maintain the artist's independent image. And moving away from tactics to introduce artists and getting onto methods to promote artists or get people talking about them, and these methods here are really endless and they're done constantly. From staging beefs between rappers to get people talking, like the whole Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine beef, which many people believe was staged by their labels at the beginning of it. Reminder, they were signed to the same label. And not to mention Smoke Perp and Lil Pump all of a sudden had some sort of beef the same week Pump's album was dropping. Pure coincidence, of course. Labels have been said to even conjure up romances between people to get the public talking. Lil Xan came out and said that his relationship with Noah Cyrus was fueled by Columbia Records, and honestly we're not even sure if he was telling the truth or not, but it definitely could be true. And it's also an ongoing rumor that Black China has been paid off before by labels to go around with rappers to generate publicity by paparazzi. And when you look at the long line of artists, especially new artists fresh in the game, game that she's been with, it wouldn't surprise me. Like how she was seen running around with Kid Buu of all people. And that's all from me today, guys. This definitely did not touch on every single tactic used by the label, but these are some of the more common ones that are easily recognizable when a new artist pops up and is getting pushed. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you aren't, turn on those notifications so you don't miss a video, and make sure to follow your boy on all social medias for more.